Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Sanchez, and this podcast will serve as a reminder for the directions and expectations of your science research paper. Mrs. Jones, your science teacher, and I have paired together to give you a joint assignment that you will need to research and prepare over the next 2 weeks. I would urge you to take some notes or come back and re-listen to this podcast because I will be providing some really important information for you here. Now, for the ELA part of this assignment, you will need to remember to follow the Writing a Research Paper guidelines that we discussed in class. You have 2 handouts. The first is the 5-paragraph research paper template. In case you need an extra copy, I have provided that file on my website under the Writing tab. It is named Research Paper Template 5, and you can access it there if you need an extra copy. We also discussed several writing techniques that you should use while writing your research paper. You were given the handout named Essay Checklist. Please use it often and well. I will be checking to make sure you have used at least 5 of the writing techniques we discussed in class that are also listed on this sheet. If you need an extra copy of this document, look under the Writing tab on my website and access the file named Writing Essay Checklist. And for the last ELA part of this assignment, please remember to keep track of your sources that you use for your research paper. You will be asked to cite them, and I will teach you how to do that during class. Ms. Jones and I would like you to use at least 3 sources for your research, so you will need to note them at the end of your paper. I will be taking points off if you do not cite your sources, so please cite your sources. You don't want to lose points because you forgot to do this. And now for the science part. Ms. Jones wants you to research the difference animal and plant cells. Animal and plant cells have similarities and differences. You will need to report on the similarities of plant and animal cells, and you will need to report on the differences between these cells. Ms. Jones and I both suggest you write 1 paragraph on the similarities and 1 paragraph on the differences. Finally, you will need to write about why it's important to know this information. You may write 1 paragraph here as well. If you will notice, if you follow this advice, you will have your 3 body paragraphs for your paper taken care of. You will also need to include all of the key terms discussed in science class about animal and plant cells in your research paper. As a reminder, Ms. Jones wants you to remember to familiarize yourself with terms like eukaryotic cells, cytoplasm, cell walls, organelles, and nucleus. You should have received a handout with these terms listed for you from Ms. Jones. I have included that document on my website as well. You may find this list under the Writing tab on my website. The document is labeled Key Cell Terms. And before I conclude, please also note that all of the documents I have provided are also provided on Ms. Jones' website as well. Please check with her if you'd like to access these documents on her website. Please know that Ms. Jones and I will be helping you in class over the next 2 weeks, so take advantage of our help. We really want you to do a great job. You should access this podcast while you are at home because this assignment probably will take some at-home work on your part. Please ask us any questions that you have. We will be happy to help you and are really looking forward to seeing your work. This is going to be great, and you guys are going to do a great job.